You're watching Machindo's hometown station, HTV1.
Hello everybody, Brett Boyd from the Market House. Don't miss our new expanded summer hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And don't miss two fantastic deals on ground chuck at just $3.99 a pound or Dutch Farms butter at just $2.99. Just two great deals and two more reasons to come see us at the Market House. Open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. We'll see you there.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
From Machindo's news leader, this is HTV1 News at noon.
Over top of the thing, I have to mute you. While there's no maybe spikes ahead in the states reopen, it certainly looks like the curve is flat. Well, at least in our area. Well, good afternoon. I'm Scott Pienta. Now, Branch County reports 108 cases and 2 deaths. Now, that's 4 more cases from yesterday. Hillsdale County remains at 170 cases and 24 deaths. Lenawee County has reported their 4th death, a 60-year-old female with underlying health conditions. Now, according to WLEN, out of those 4 deaths, only one of the victims was free from other health issues. Otherwise, Lenawee County's numbers remain relatively steady with 147 confirmed cases, 110 recoveries, 33 probable cases, 27 recovering possible cases, and no deaths in that category. Steuben County also held steady over the last 24 hours with 80 cases and 2 deaths. Now, Williams County is also unchanged at 36 confirmed cases, 16 probable cases, and 1 death. Over in Fulton County, they now have 35 confirmed cases and 1 probable case with no deaths, and the expositor says only 1 person is currently being monitored there. Well, most employees of the Branch County government will soon be able to take advantage of a 2-month work share program. WTBB says that the Board of Commissioners voted Tuesday to suspend the rules and approve the program since it wasn't on their agenda for the meeting. Now, the program is expected to save around $100,000 to $150,000 in wages through July, and the department heads have already given County Administrator Bud Norman the go-ahead to put it into effect. Now, some departments may not be eligible, including the Sheriff's Office, but the department that can participate will see a total recommended wage reduction of 20 to 40%. The program gives an employee a percentage of their state unemployment benefits and an additional $600 through the CARES Act in exchange for a reduced weekly wage and work hours. Now, it's designed to help bring employees back from unemployment more quickly than a full layoff. Another local tradition has been added to the pandemic cancellation list. This time it was the Williams County Airport's fly-in breakfast. The BRYAN Times says that it was supposed to take place on the 4th of July as usual, but Airport Authority Vice President Brent Wilson says it's now postponed until next year. The annual event brings in modern and antique aircraft from across the region, and the Kiwanis Club of Williams County has been putting it on for 52 years. The club recently handed organizational duties over to the airport boosters, but intend to continue volunteering at the event. Wilson cited that the cancellation of the Ohio Fair and the closure of BRYAN Schools pools as other examples of the pandemic affecting community activities. Meanwhile, the Williams County Fair and the BRYAN Jubilee are still considering their options. Well, to offset some of those losses, the BRYAN Area Chamber of Commerce is planning to present drive-in movies at the Williams County East Annex parking lot. According to the Times, Executive Director Dan Uraris says that the Chamber wants to show family-friendly fare on June 12th and the 13th. Now, they have access to a large screen, and they plan to set up on what was the side of the lot, which the paper notes is the former location of the old Hub Drive-In Theater. Food trucks are a part of the plan and donations are suggested for admission. The Chamber is currently taking suggestions for which movies they should show each night on their Facebook page. Now, current movies being suggested on the page include The Greatest Showman, Star Wars Episode 4, and now that would be an original movie for us old folks, The Lion King, The Sound of Music, and Twister. Yaharis says that if it turns out to be a success, the Chamber hopes to plan another weekend pairing in the future. The event is not yet actually been named, but the names under consideration include Let's Go to the Movies, the Hub Drive-In 2.0, and O is with an OH, and the Backroom and Come Out and to the Victorious. So there you are, the incredible drive-in. Well, excuse me, let me read that again for you. Come Out to the Victorious Drive-In, which spells out COVID. So the village of Swanton is reopening their municipal building to the public on Monday. The Enterprise reports that visitors are being asked to park in the rear parking lot and use the municipal drive-in building entrance as the front doors remain locked during business hours. Floor markings will demonstrate social distancing space and arrows will mark the flow of traffic. Now, only 3 visitors will be allowed in the lobby at one time. Plexiglass has been installed at the customer window and staff will be wearing face masks when they interact with the public anywhere other than the window. Now, members of the public are encouraged to wear masks in the parking lot, in the building, but it is not required. The restrooms will be closed to the public until July 6th. Starting Monday, the building will be open weekdays from 8 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. And Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is making a new push to have all staff at nursing homes tested for the novel coronavirus. According to WBNO, DeWine has announced that 14 teams of medically trained National Guard members will start that effort this week. Residents who are most likely to have been exposed will also be tested. As with most parts of the country, Ohio's long-term care facilities have had some of the hardest hit residents and workplaces during this pandemic. Well, still to come, a BRYAN man allegedly robs a popsicle stand, shoots at witnesses, then crashes as police chase him. Plus, a Pleasant Lake man is arrested in Auburn, alcohol, bottles, drugs, and a gun in his car. Also, a man who attempted to stab a Hillsdale police officer through a cruiser window has entered a plea. HTV1 News at noon. We'll be right back.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family-owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
Authentic Mexican food is just a short drive away at El Cerrito in Coldwater and Hillsdale. The variety-packed menu has something for everyone, with classic Mexican dishes, El Cerrito specialties, and tasty treats for dessert. Don't forget the best margaritas in town with margarita specials Friday and Saturday. And carry-out ordering is great for work lunches or picking up dinner for the family. Make your next meal a fiesta for your taste buds at El Cerrito on Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater and Carlton Road in Hillsdale.
Sent an unidentified woman to the hospital last evening. WTVB says it happened just before 6:30 Wednesday on southbound I-69 north of Jonesville Road in Branch County's Girard Township. No exact word on exactly what happened, but the woman was taken from the scene by ambulance. The Michigan State Police and Coldwater Fire Department responded to that crash. A BRYAN man stole the makeshift tip jar from a food stand, then fired a gun at witnesses, all before crashing his vehicle in a police chase. Now, the Times says 26-year-old Michael Barnes is behind bars following the incident that turned into a chase and crashed Saturday evening. It all started when Barnes allegedly pulled a gun at a popsicle stand on the corner of Lynn and West Mulberry Streets, demanded money, and then when the employee refused, Barnes stole the popcorn bucket full of loose change and ran. Barnes walked away and passed by another food stand owned by the same family. The employees there said Barnes told them he was out for a jog, but they heard the change jingling in the bucket. And they realized it was the tip jar from the popcorn stand. As Barnes ran off, they followed him, but he reached into his pants and pulled a gun. He dropped it at first, but picked it up and fired at least one round. The employees got to a safe location and called 911. The Bryan police caught up with Barnes in his vehicle, and he fled west to County Road 13, where he turned north. At some point, Barnes lost control, leaving the left side of the road, hitting a utility pole, and flipping the vehicle twice. Now, he was taken to Bryan Hospital for treatment, then arrested and booked at the CCNO. Barnes was charged with fleeing and eluding, failure to comply, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Additional charges are pending as the investigation into the robbery and that crash. Employees say that there was only $6 in the bucket, but Barnes didn't get away with that much, as he dropped some while running away. It was just a simple traffic stop until a suspect gunned the engine. The Bryan Times says at 7:30 Tuesday evening, a West Unity police officer attempted to stop a motorcyclist for running a stop sign at Madison and Church Streets. But the biker sped off to the north, hitting speeds of over 90 miles an hour and almost losing control before getting on the turnpike at the County Road M Service Plaza. West Unity Police Chief J.R. Jones says it was a silver motorcycle that may have been a Suzuki, but the make and model have not been confirmed. If you have any information about that incident, you're asked to call the West Unity Police at 419-924-2271 or the Williams County Sheriff's Office at 419-636-3151. Well, this Pleasant Lake man has been arrested on drugs, gun, and drunk driving charges in Auburn. WLKI says that the Auburn Police Department responded to a call around 4:40 last Friday afternoon regarding a possibly intoxicated driver who had apparently passed out and fallen asleep at the traffic light at the I-69 ramp on State Road 8. Now, when they got to the area, officers found a vehicle matching the description parked in an unoccupied in the Walmart parking lot. 42-year-old Timothy Schreiber was walking toward the vehicle, and authorities detained him on suspicion of driving while intoxicated. When they searched his vehicle, they found several alcoholic beverages, drugs, and a handgun, which had the serial number removed. Schreiber became increasingly uncooperative, verbally and physically, as the investigation continued. He was arrested and booked in jail, and his vehicle was impounded. Further charges and a trial date will be announced later. Well, the man who had allegedly attempted to stab a Hillsdale police officer through the officer's car window has pleaded guilty but mentally ill. The Hillsdale Daily News says 64-year-old Jay Carroll was scheduled for a jury trial back in late February, but that trial was adjourned. Carroll entered his plea on a charge of assault with a dangerous weapon in Hillsdale Circuit Court Tuesday morning. The original charge was attempted murder, but the Center for Forensic Psychiatry in Saline deemed Carroll to be insane at the time of the offense, though County Prosecutor Neil Brady asked for a second opinion. Carroll has been at the Hillsdale County Jail on $500,000 bond since his arrest back in August. Now, he's scheduled for a sentencing on July 6th. Now, the officer was not injured in the incident, and Carroll apologized for his behavior at his arraignment hearing, saying that he didn't mean to hurt anyone or murder anyone. Well, if you live in the Edgerton area and you lost power yesterday afternoon, well, this was why. The Bryan Times says the area farmer sprayer equipment got tangled up in those power lines you can see here. Northwestern Electric crews had to shut power off to handle that situation. No one was injured, and the whole thing was under control in less than a half of an hour. Well, Coldwater's Downtown Development Authority is officially on board with the idea to bring a recreational marijuana store to the neighborhood. WTVB says that the DDA gave their approval to the city's Planning Commission yesterday. The group says they'd like to make that happen by decreasing the required distance from schools and churches from 1,000 feet to 500, and move that may be necessary given the proximity of St. Charles Catholic Church and its school. City Manager Keith Baker says state law does allow for that option. The Planning Commission will hold a public hearing on the proposed recreational marijuana ordinance at next Monday's meeting. After that, the Commission will make a recommendation to the City Council, which is expected to be introduced on June 8th, with final adoption possible on June 22nd. Aside from the downtown location, the bulk of Coldwater's marijuana retailers would be along I-69 commercial corridor, while the grow and processing operations would be in a heavy industrial district. Well, after the break, a local theater has just unveiled their summer schedule. Right back after this.
The Saucy Dogs is the name and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food. At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
Does your vehicle sound like a tractor putting down the road? Then you need to see the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. They will give you a free estimate along with first-class customer service. They custom make any exhaust needed for your vehicle. Stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everybody, Brett Boyd from the Market House. Don't miss our new expanded summer hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And don't miss two fantastic deals on ground chuck at just $3.99 a pound, or Dutch Farms butter at just $2.99. Just two great deals and two more reasons to come see us at the Market House. Open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. We'll see you there.
Finally today, the Tibbits Opera House says they're conquering COVID one show at a time with this summer theater season. The venue just announced their adjusted summer lineup with shows performed in the style of Reader's Theater, cabaret, or concert-style presentations, all of which allowing for social distancing. Sing Happy will run from July 9th through the 11th. A potpourri is the feature from July 16th through the 18th. Now, from July 23rd to the 25th, they will present When Radio Was King. Also, Love Letters will run from July 30th through August 1st. And The Magic of La Manucha will have two different runs, first from August 6th through the 8th, then on the 14th and the 15th. My producer is laughing at how I pronounce that, but that's okay. August 20th through the 22nd brings What Mad Pursuit, and to close out the season, it started with Eve. Will run from August 27th through the 29th. Now you can find more information about that at tibbits.org or just by calling 517-278-6029. Well, those are today's top stories. We'll see you right back here tomorrow for HTV1 News at noon. Don't forget, you can find more of our news on our live streams 24/7 at htv1.net. For all of us here at HTV1, I'm Scott Pienta. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Have a great day, everyone.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everybody, Brett Boyd from the Market House. Don't miss our new expanded summer hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And don't miss two fantastic deals on ground chuck at just $3.99 a pound, or Dutch Farms butter at just $2.99. Just two great deals and two more reasons to come see us at the Market House. Open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. We'll see you there.